good tofu'ers, everybody else, haters, moms, grandmas, babies, what else did Manny Fresh say? Well, all that. Welcome to Anime Tofu once again. Look at me. Look at me. We are the new big three of anime.
Hey.
What did he say?
We live it, we rate it, and if you're nice, we let you know, how's it going? I am your host, Virgil, aka Methodical One, aka Big Bruh, followed by my two co-hosts who are just as amazing in this anime world. Daddy Bojangles, how you doing?
I'm doing great, dude. If we're the big three of anime, I'm definitely J. Cole. I'm going to bounce off to the side and let you and Drake handle it.
Whoa, daggone.
Mr. Longbeard. So is he calling you Drake, bro? I don't know how I feel about that.
No, I'm Kendrick. What up, Drake?
Oh!
Actually, man, let's go with this. If we're the big three, he's definitely Chris Bosh. All right.
Oh,
You can be Wade
wow.
LeBron,
Wow.
you know what I mean? He's holding
Chris Bosh,
he's holding the champagne bottle, making questionable looks. You know?
Hey, bro, he just won an NBA championship.
While we out here scoring 30 points, man, this man, he gave us a solid 14, though, in the effort. We appreciate your effort, bro.
Hating on Chris
Appreciate your
Bosh.
effort,
Hey,
bro.
man,
We
if I
gonna
win
put
an
it right
NBA
there.
championship, you better believe I'm going to have that bottle all which ways, bro. Paul.
There you go. This was starting.
Oh my! So here in Anime Tofu, we like to take tofu bites. We try to tell you if they're good or not. We season it up a little bit, we sizzle it up, we cook it up, and then we tell you, is it bingeable or is it passable? So join us on the ride. How about it? Let's just get into it. Question of the day, my guys. What are your three favorite Kaiju influenced universes? Mr. Longbeard?
All right, man. So here's what I got. No particular order. Actually, I'll put this in order. Sitting at last place, I'm going to say Godzilla, because you have to say Godzilla. He influenced so much of this. Big deal. Second place, Neon Genesis Evangelion. And sitting in that top spot for me is Attack on Titan. I just love that show. Love that show.
Solid.
Banger.
Solid list.
All right, dude. So much like Justin, I got Neon Genesis Evangelion in my list. My list is in no order. Neon Genesis Evangelion. You can't talk about Kaiju without the GOAT, Godzilla, greatest to ever do it. What up, Gojira? And my favorite Kaiju-inspired universe is going to be a sleeper, dude. Cloverfield. I absolutely love that universe. Love that monster. Back in the day, that film felt fresh with the little shaky cam running from the monster, only getting glimpsed. The way they did the marketing for the movie, all of it. I really love Cloverfield.
The Blair Witch of Kaiju.
Yeah,
I like that.
It is. That's a great take. Man, I could tell y'all about how me and Daddy Bojangles was texting each other, diving into the deep dark web in these holes about Cloverfield, Cloverfield lore. So yeah, I was there for it. Man, those are great.
There's a manga based on Cloverfield. Yeah.
Excuse me, there's what?
There was a manga based on Cloverfield.
Now, when we talk about Cloverfield, we talking about 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield. We don't include that last one. That last
the
one,
space one? No.
Yeah, that wasn't even a Cloverfield movie. We talking about three great kaijus. Mine, in no particular order. I'm going to start with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because why not, bro? It was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie still slaps to this day. You may not watch the TV show, but it still slaps, and it slapped back then. Coming home from school to watch the Power Rangers whoop up on some kaiju, I was here for it. Here for it. Oh, just to give you all something random, if you ever watch The Masked Singer and you ever wonder where all those costumes came from, thank your local Power Rangers, buddy, because that's what they are.
Is that actually true?
That is 100% true,
dude. I mean,
awesome.
I don't doubt it. After thinking through what some of those costumes look like, they were wild. So
has someone been the pizza monster from Power Rangers yet, dude?
See, I don't know. And when you say pizza monster, I instantly go to Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs.
Oh, dude, nice.
My number 2 is gonna be an ode. I'm not choosing Godzilla, but I'm gonna choose an ode to it. I'm gonna choose Ultraman. I love Ultraman. I don't know why I love Ultraman, but I just do, bro. It's really, really, really good. And outside of that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and join my man's Justin over here, and boy, Attack on Titan. Man,
Can't go wrong with Attack on Titan, bro.
Nah,
man, that's them kaiju hit different, literally. I mean, a little less of the nudity, but the rest of it is solid. So, all right, gentlemen,
The Titans were terrifying.
they were.
they were.
Like,
And we knew they ate people. Like, we weren't sure that the rest of them kaiju, except for the Cloverfield monster, we knew he ate people.
Yeah, dude.
He was just on a path of destruction, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, depending on how you take it, was he on a path for destruction, or did we waking him up? Like, he was not bothering anybody. Depends on how you see it, how you take it.
You do see him kind of at the end of the movie. They're like standing by, I think it's like Coney Island, and you see the little meteor fall out of the sky in the background and land in the ocean. I guess he was just incubating down there until he
But
just.
do you think it was that, or the slushy, or you remember the slushy
Man,
thing?
I remember where there was like a theory that the slushy in the universe was
that
like
they were getting it from the bottom of the ocean, and they awakened something like it.
that movie
any of
had
that-
so many theories and wild, crazy stuff around it, dude.
Shout out to J.J. Abrams, bro. He's pretty good at that. So, except for the Force Awakens, there was nothing surrounding that. And the last one, there was really nothing surrounding that. We forgive you though. We'll let you slide. All right, it is time to take a bite of this tofu.
Let's do it.
What is our tofu flavor today? Our flavor is Kaiju number 8. Hold on, let me see if I can give it to you in my best voice. In a world where Kaiju exists, and the squad that works to keep them from destroying the world, our main character has a dream of being on the Kaiju fighting force, but his life has been lifing, and he is currently on the cleanup squad. Boy, I swear this is sounding like my real life. This is we are playing the strings here, fellas. He gains a trainee, aims to change his view and ultimately his life trajectory. One day while doing the job, a kaiju shows up. They both have near-death experiences, leads to some unexpected consequences, and boom, we have Kaiju number 8.
Yes, we do.
Here you go. Just for anybody who has not watched this show, Kaiju number 8 is in reference to something. It's not just a random number. It's actually referenced to one of the characters, which is crazy. With that being said, let's get into this info because we got to talk about it. If we going to take this bite, we got to talk about what we're biting into. It is a current 2024 anime. We are 8 episodes in, I believe, weekly, every Saturday. It is not finished yet. We have no clue how far it's going to go. I believe the manga came out in 2020. Am I right? Okay.
Let me take a look. I believe that's fact though.
Which would make a lot of sense considering what was going on at the time. This would make a ton of sense. It is dubbed, it is subbed if you watch either or. It is a kaiju action comedy. It is on the streaming service only of Crunchyroll. I will be honest with you. PG-13, at least. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Let's just go for R rating because it is violent.
It did release, just so you know, on December 4th of 2020 is when the manga came out. So yeah.
So that would make a lot of sense. So this whole now that sets the precedence even different, considering what was going on at that time. All right, boys. Let's get into these questions. Let's stretch out. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's see what we got. First episode, Daddy Bojangles. What do you got, son?
Well, man, right off the bat when the show opened, and I went in blind. I had no idea what this was. I didn't look up a plot synopsis. I just know it was popular and we were going to do an episode. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. So I went in completely blind. I was like, oh, it's going to be an anime. We're going to have a bunch of a team fighting giant monsters. What up, Attack on Titan? But then after like the initial monster in the opening is killed like 3 seconds into the episode, and the main character Kafka is over here cleaning up monster guts and crap out of the streets, and he's not like a warrior, he's just some cleaning service lad. I was like, huh, turns out that anime can still surprise me. So like it threw me for a loop for the first few scenes of the show until we got to know more of his backstory.
Yeah, I'll second that. The first impressions, as far as first impressions go, like I want to go and hang out with Kaiju number 8, like, you know, at an arcade or something, you know, like we're bros now.
Is that his name?
No, I just meant the show. I'm just
okay,
stupid.
word.
I'm just being stupid. But yeah, like I dug it. Good first impression on this one. I'm a fan of what I've seen of it so far. I love the fact that this dude is a cleaning person and he gets stuck on the intestine duty.
Bro is on bow duty.
No pun intended, bro. My man's covered in duty, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was a big fan of this first episode, 100%.
Man. Like Robert said, surprising.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that in this world of Kaijus, because we've seen many great worlds, you know, everything that y'all mentioned was a great world, and even what we haven't mentioned, you know, you still got Gamera, you still got Pacific Rim, like just great worlds. And boy, oh boy, when Kaiju number 8 dropped what they dropped, I was like, hey, we've never seen what happens, somebody actually cleaning up the remnants of what happens. Yeah. And it was just a crazy way to start. And then the way the episode ended, and I was like, oh, okay. I never in a million years saw that coming. And I'm here for it. I like Kaiju. It's one of those things that as a kid that I used to like. So here we are as a grown adult getting excited about watching Kaiju again. And yeah, I'm here for it.
I'll say that when we look at this one in particular, it's cool because as weird as anime can get, I always wonder like how many fresh takes can we continue to get in anime? And this is just a good reminder that, man, there's still people out there that are creative that can make something completely different.
So Mr. Longbeard, I got a question for you.
Hit me.
Is it creativity or is it the shrooms, bro? Bow duty. They was on bow duty, bro. Like, that's what he said. Y'all on bow duty. He was like, huh? No, I am not. They were like, yes, you are. Bro was out there, like you said, covered in it.
Yeah, dude.
He
worked hard at the bow duty, bro. He was in there.
I wasn't. And you was talking about hanging around at the arcade, bro. Not after that. I wonder what he got to, bro. How do you shower through that, bro? Like, you know, lava soap ain't helping that. I don't care what you say. So, okay. How do y'all feel about the animation? Because the anime style is really kind of different from what we're getting out here.
Okay, I like it. Personally, I like how bright it is. And that was kind of the first thing that stood out to me is it does feel very like vibrant in a lot of ways for what it is. And maybe that's not right. I don't know. But that's my first impression of it anyway. For such a dark theming, it doesn't feel like a dark show. And so I like the direction that they took with that. And so I'm a fan of it. The art style of this is very good, in my opinion. I really, really dug it.
Yeah, dude, the art style's fine. Like, it doesn't blow me away or anything, but the animation in episode 1 was nice. And that's not like a negative strike. It's just, dude, I watched like the original Macross. So anytime I watch a modern anime, I'm always just like, man, this looks really good. You go back and watch like some of those old 90s and 80s animes, like everything just looks crisp and pristine today, unless it has that weird CGI stuff going on a lot. But visually, dude, it's fine.
I like it. because they're not real. It doesn't seem like they're using as much of the CGI stuff, so it seems like it's really still hand animated, and it has that. At moments, it has that ridiculousness to it that I miss in a lot of animes with the faces being just overcasted and just crazy, and what the expressions and things that they make, and I like it. I wish a lot of the animes that I have would go back to doing that, but a lot of them they don't do it anymore. It feels like an ode to an old school anime. So that's why I'm a fan of it.
For sure.
Y'all got favorite characters?
Well, I mean, for me, it's just Kafka right now. I think he's a good character, good main character, good blend of comedy and seriousness. I mean, the dude went to duty cleanup and handled that like a champ, but he's also hilarious in a lot of ways. So I like the humor part of it, and I think he brings a good humor to it. So he's just my favorite character in this so far, for sure.
Oh, dude, that's cool. Yeah, dude, go with the easy choice, the main character. I'm gonna go with Mina. She showed up. She had a tiger. Like, there's a tiger attacking kaiju. She brains a kaiju in the first episode. She saved your boy's life. She's like, "Hey, janitor, I got it, man. Go clean the crap up off the building." She was so cold. By the end of the episode, Kafka's like, I wish I could be more like Mina. I'm gonna join the kaiju defense operative. That's Mina, bruh. She turns zeros into heroes. What up?
I mean, I ain't even mad at that because that was gonna be my pick for the first. Because, bro, she is about that life. But I am a little bit further than you all are because I had started watching this before we even decided to have an episode on it. I'm gonna pick Reno, bro. And I like him. I think we're gonna see some craziness come out of this kid.
Is he the assistant to Kafka?
Yep.
All right, word.
I liked him too. He was a good character.
I like his. I'm never gonna get. He don't stop, bro. He didn't care. And then not only that, they hadn't even known each other that long, but he kept that man from getting killed, bro. Like he did his best. And I got a feeling that that's gonna become a theme, that they're gonna be kind of a team. And that's what I feel like this episode was setting it up. Even though I'm farther than you all, I'm not going to make any assumptions, but I'm just going to say that's going to be an assumption. Now, will he survive? You never know. I used to think main characters survive, bro, but after watching Attack on Titan, I don't know anymore. Anything is possible.
Yeah, Attack on Titan definitely set the tone for us feeling different about what can happen to a main character in the show, for sure.
They were like, "Oh, you like this character in Attack on Titan? Cool. They get ready to get 8.5, right? Like, oh, you just met this cool character in Attack on Titan. It ain't gonna matter because they dying in 5 minutes. So enjoy now because they ain't gonna be here much later."
Oh, you're attached to this character that's been with us since the beginning. Hey, guess what? Dead. Like, that's just what they did in that show, bro. I didn't get attached to anybody in that show because of that. Sorry.
I
ain't get attached because it wasn't no black people in that show. But hey, man, it's what.
Hey, bro, Onyakapoon, bro, he was flying the plane.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Was he the only one? Was he the only one? Was the only one in the show?
He was the only yeah, there was
there were some
other ones. There were some, there were other.
They pulled a Friends, bro. Friends. You know what? This is what I say about Friends. Bro. They live in New York City, and they only had like 2 seasons of black people, and one of them had a black girlfriend. That was it. Y'all in New York City, y'all tell me ain't no black people around, bro. Hold on. Pause.
Hey, dude.
Pause. All right. Yeah. But with that, I ain't gonna hold you though. It's cool. It's cool. I really like the show. It is a shonen, so maybe that's why it's so strong. Because shonen seems to always run the big 3.
It's true.
Anytime. All right. Guess what?
We know.
I see packets of seasoning. I don't think Justin is quite feeling the bite yet, so it's time to season the tofu. So here we are.
is it. This is it. It's time to season the tofu. So here's what we do. Ask some questions. You have 1 minute to get through these. Some of these are tough. These are some good ones. I'm excited about these this week. So here we go. Starting it off. Robert, you can answer this one first. I think we've answered this a little bit, but we are living in the midst of a kaiju extravaganza. Do you think this offers anything different to the trope?
I do, man. Based on the way the first episode ended, like Kafka becomes a kaiju unless I misunderstood what happened. Like the little tentacle we got, Japanese
Always a
tentacle
tentacle,
monster.
bro.
It's always a tentacle, dude. Got the tentacle in his body and then he like transformed. And I was like,
Body
hold on,
tentacle.
dude. Please, are we going to have a situation? Because I've only seen the first episode.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling I'm going to be way wrong in this, but I really hope that it's like the defense team is going after him and he's fighting for his life and it's like cat and mouse. But I know it's not what it's going to be. It's a shonen. So he's probably going to join forces and he's going to be like a kaiju who fights kaiju. What up again? Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And it can be tropey and that's fine as long as it's entertaining. And this show is, I'm going to tune in.
Virgil.
We've watched a lot of shows, but we've never had a kaiju show where we watched a character blow a kaiju's brains out with one shot.
Man.
Bro, Mina showed up. She was like, I got it. Bow, bow, bow. And I'm like, bro, huh? Yeah. And then on top of him turning into a kaiju, I was like, hey. And even the little thing of him being on the cleanup crew, bro. On the cleanup crew, we have never seen that in a kaiju. We don't really see that in superhero movies, let alone kaiju worlds. So yeah. We
Someone
got
has to
new.
clean up the mess. They don't tend to go into that part of the story, dude. I respected that beginning.
Listen, I agree with both you guys on that, so I don't have much to add. So I'm going to go right into this next seasoning question. This is probably my favorite question that we ask regularly on seasoning the tofu. But if you made this into a video game, what direction are you taking, Virgil?
I may not necessarily take it into an open world thing, but what I would do is just put it into an area. And then, you almost make it like some a little bit of Spider-Man mixed with some Rainbow Six. Cause I mean, they be jumping up buildings. Well, they got, I almost said something that was going to give away what's going on because we haven't really discussed it. So, but there's a reason why they can do all of that. So it's very, Ghost in the Shell-esque.
Okay.
So that's as far as I'm gonna say about that. And that's probably how I will play it with just giant kaiju and numbers, because this show has numbers seemingly of kaiju.
Nice. Robert.
I'm gonna go in a direction and say Rampage. I'm gonna make Rampage, but with the kaijus from this show. And while you're the monster, it's whoever can get the most points while you're destroying buildings and wreaking havoc before the Earth Defense Force kills you. So this Defense Force is going to kill you. You have to try and evade them and take out and wreck as much shop as you can versus the person you're playing against before one of you guys die. That's what's
nice. I'm taking the Helldivers approach.
Oh,
and you get dropped in and you're starting to fight a kaiju and you could pick up tentacle powers and become a kaiju yourself.
Hold on, let me throw in a side game though. We do a version where it's like Power Wash Simulator, bro. You cleaning up the city.
Oh, dude,
all
that's
right.
good.
Hey, I like that. That's good. All right. This is an adult protagonist in this anime. So our main character is an adult. Do you view that as a positive? Does it influence your opinion of the show, Robert?
That's what actually makes it a little bit fresh to me for a shonen. Because, most animes tend to have our heroes be like on the younger side. This dude's in his 30s. And as someone in his 30s, I automatically relate to him. I know you guys see him as a kid, but unlike Kafka, dude, I'd already be on the kaiju defense team. And another thing that's cool about them being adults, I don't have to feel weird when I say, my waifu's Mina. What up, Mina?
Virgil.
First and foremost, you're trash. First and foremost, 100%. What's wild is how much it's weaved into the story. That's the thing about this character is like he's right. He is older. So dude be talking about his back and like how he be feeling. And I'm like, huh, that's just weird to see. He's right. It's not
Right.
something that you see every day. Normally our protagonist is either a teenager or a kid or a very, very young adult. And it's nice to see somebody be old, but not ridiculously old. Like I'll take it. It's a nice change.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with that. I actually find that to be a huge draw for me. Like, I like the fact that they're a little older, that he's older. It's more relatable to us, at least, on this show. So, yes, definitely dig that. Virgil, do you like the intro? This intro is a smidge different, I think, than a lot of intros that I've seen for animes like this. So, do you like it? Are you a fan of that?
It's weird, man. The song itself I'm a fan of, but I don't necessarily know about the intro. I don't know if I'm like, oh man, like it ain't. I'm gonna say that it ain't Tank from Cowboy Bebop, but it's definitely growing, and I look forward to hearing it from week to week. But as far as that, the actual intro itself,
Yeah.
give or take, I don't really care.
It has that weird 3D vibe to it, and it was weird because like when you see like the typical anime intro and there's somebody falling from the sky randomly, and then there's like a whole team of them running aimlessly off into the distance to go fight some random monster. I don't realize I missed that until it's not there. And so I feel like when it wasn't, I was like, oh, kind of wish they did something like that, but it's fine. Robert.
So, dude, I'm the type of guy that when I'm watching something on Crunchyroll and that little skip intro pops up, I'm like, skip? And so I had to actually head on over to YouTube and watch this intro so I could answer his question. And when it started, I was like, did I accidentally search like Windows screensavers from the early 2000s? Like, what is this? But then it popped off. And that intro is solid. The music, the visuals, it's definitely different. I'm still skipping it every episode, though.
100%. All right, Robert, we'll start with you on this. Got any hot takes or closing thoughts?
I guess my hot take off episode 1 is this just Attack on Titan? Like,
Ooh.
are the
Ooh.
Titans people? I mean, is it the Kaiju gonna have their own little village and their reason why? And I'm supposed to empathize with why they're causing destruction later on? Like, is this show just Attack on Titan?
So your hot take is this a funnier Attack on Titan? Because
Yeah,
Attack on
pretty
Titan was
much.
really not ever funny. It was just all
No.
I tried to find like one moment at Attack on Titan where I was like, haha. But no, there's really none of
there's
that.
not, dude. Even the lightest character in Attack on Titan, like,
Sasha?
yeah. Even when she's talking about potatoes, you're like, oh, that's kind of sad. She's gonna die. I know it.
She's just hungry. Yeah. Damn.
She keeps talking about potato because they're gonna eat it like one. Yeah, you're right. You're pretty much right now.
Virgil.
I think I think this show changes a lot of what we've seen. And what I mean by that is maybe the Power Rangers no longer need to have Zords to fight Kaiju. I got a feeling that it's going to become a thing. We're going to see people fighting Kaiju. You know how wild that is to just think of, hey, there's a 50-foot monster and somebody with a 200 cal rifle on a tower somewhere is just gonna blow their heads clean off. It's coming. And if it's the next John Wick movie, I'm here for it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I think this is it's a funny show. I feel like we talked about it being shonen. Man, they just do quality shows.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
You was talking about the intro and you was like, they're always falling and all of that. And I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. That's exactly what happens in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, dude.
And then I got to thinking, I'm like, oh, that happens. Pretty sure that happens in Demon Slayer. That's what happens in
Naruto.
Bleach. I'm like, bro, we can One Piece. We
Hey.
can go down the line
Yeah,
like
dude.
that is a.
There's always a little scene where the wind's blowing significantly harder than any other time.
Full
and
Metal Alchemist.
Their hair's blowing in the wind. They're standing there aimlessly in the field somewhere. I mean, there's all that. We know.
Well, Full Metal Alchemist had a girl mixed with a dog, bro. You got to see that in the intro too. Like, hey, bro, like we were in different times.
It's true.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna ask this question, even though I'm pretty much sure I know the answer to it. But we need scores. So, I mean, is it worth it? I mean, is it bingeable, or will you be passing,
Ooh.
or is it somewhere in between? What you got? Let's go with who's it? Justin? Justin, yeah, you did the last segment, so let's get you out. What you got?
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say that for me, if you have time, it's probably bingeable. Is the first episode was really, really good. It's been hard for me to sit on my hands and not watch the rest of it because it was just that good. So yeah, I definitely think it's bingeable. I'm not passing. That's what I know that for sure. Not
All
passing.
right, Mr. Jenkins, what you got?
I'm watching this entire show. I'm probably gonna watch every single episode that's out this weekend by the time we record episode 4.
Woo-wee.
Hey, I like that.
Woo. We're gonna have
Commitment.
well, I'm already caught up. I don't think I watched last week's episode because like I said, I started this before we went before the show even existed. So man, when I tell you that this show is bingeable, because what happens in episode 2 and what continues to happen after that, it's every week, man. And I mean, it's strong. Like, this is some of the strongest anime that I've seen in a long time.
Right.
Great writing, great characters, hilarious.
Okay.
BJ said something, what you said so far hasn't played out, but they've kind of, talked about it. And just to let you all know, since he told you earlier that Kaiju number 8 is our main character. And that's his name. That's his nickname. But they know absolutely nothing about him. I'm 8 episodes in and we still know nothing about him. But something happens in episode 2 that makes it all worth it. And there's a reason why you don't know anything. But we found out a little bit more about Mina. So I looked up, I was looking up, because they mention her and then they kind of mention the connection. And I don't understand it because it doesn't make sense. He's 32, if I'm right. She is 27.
He did seem young. Like they did seem like it was more of a big brother little sister relationship, though, didn't it?
Yeah, but what's weird is they grew up at the same time, and I'm like, how? He's 5 years older than she is. So basically, when she's 5, he's 11 or 10 or something like that. So it I don't know. Or when she's 7, he's 12. I don't know, man. It's gonna play. It plays into the show, but I'm wondering how much this age thing is actually a major thing in this show, and you'll see the reason why in episode 2. I'm binging. I'll binge it again.
You've already binged,
right?
Well,
I couldn't because I got to watch it week to week. So I'll binge it. So I'm gonna call this right now. I'm gonna throw this out here since we're all gonna binge and we'll all be caught up week to week. When the series finish, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll make a show,
a review episode.
We'll do a review of the whole season because
I'm down.
This is top tier anime, fellas, bro. Like I haven't felt this good about an anime since like Death Note.
Oh man,
Attack on Titan. I'll give you Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan's recent, or Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen was really strong as well, but this is in Demon Slayer. But this is different, man. It's different.
All right, man. You gonna rate it? You go first, bro. Rate this.
Oh, I'm gonna rate it. Hey, bro. On the real, it ain't too many animes better than this anime. Period.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to slap it with the 100.
Oh.
I'm slapping with the 100. I'm bought in. I was bought in the moment he was on poop duty, bro. Like you don't see that every day, bro. You don't.
All right. So based on episode 1, I'm gonna go ahead and give. It's a strong start. It's one of the stronger starts that I've seen. And Buddy Daddies, I thought was a big, like, good first episode too. This is better. I'm gonna go with this saying 87.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and I'll rate this one a solid 9 out of 10. I'm gonna go 90, bro. So that's gonna bring our average tofu rating for Kaiju number 8, episode 1 at a 92%. Definitely worth your time.
Yeah.
3 episodes deep, highest rated show so far.
Dang, yeah.
And to be honest, this is probably getting ready to set a standard because it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, bro. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be tough to beat.
The only anime episode 1 I've watched this year that I would say is better, and it's just because of who I am as a weeb, is Solo Leveling. But yeah,
I'm gonna get there too. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. It's on my list. That's on my list. I'm getting there.
Solo Leveling's good too. Did you say 97 on that tofu rating, bro?
No, 92.
92.
92. That's still pretty good, bro.
That's strong.
That's better than teriyaki sauce right there.
We ain't that teriyaki, bro. We a yum player.
Yum. Yeah, we got some yum sauce, bro. We've upgraded from brown rice to fried.
Oh, okay. Hey, first and foremost,
he caught 2 shrimps.
I'm bringing it back. Bringing this back. It's gonna be a run from episode 2. Brown rice is booty, buddy. I don't care what nobody said. Booty, bro. If you get your bowl at any restaurant, you like, let me get that brown rice, bro. Just go ahead and say toasty, because that's what it is, dog. It is what it is.
Wow,
that's what it is.
Toasty,
and that's how, because that's what it tastes like. I don't want to hear no nutritious reasons behind it. I don't want to hear none of that. Toasty, it is what it is. Moving along.
Hey, listen, Kaiju number 8's rated R. This episode of Anime Tofu is PG, I don't know, 16.
Oh,
man.
Because we seasoned our tofu, we took our little bite, so we gave it a 92. A 92. Some of y'all ain't even see them scores when y'all was in school. So, that means check out this anime. Because it's worth it. And if you like kaiju, don't forget to revisit Godzilla, of course, King Kong, of course, Gamera, if you really into your kaiju bag. Y'all remember Gamera, bro? The big turtle with the he used to spin around and he looked like Blastoise. Matter of fact, I just thought about this. So maybe that's where Blastoise came from, is Gamera. And of course, you got your Attack on Titans, your Neo Genesis Evangelion, your Ultramans, your Pacific Rim. And this one, I have not watched. God Eater. We might have to run it, gentlemen. We might have to run it somewhere down the line. I ain't never watched it. So, I hear something. Sounds like. I smell it too. Sounds like the sizzling of the tofu. Mr. Daddy Bojangles, what you got for us, player?
This week on Sizzling the Tofu, we always try to find some news out in the anime world we think you would be interested in. Something that's hot. Hopefully I don't burn it. What up? This week, it is brought to you by the Guinness World Record. It is Jujutsu Kaisen has been named the world's most popular anime ahead of One Piece. It is officially the world's most in-demand animated TV show, taking the title from Attack on Titan, which has held it since 2020. According to the data science firm Parrot Analytics, Jujutsu Kaisen has a global demand rating 71.2 times greater than that of the average TV show. Justin, Virgil, I believe you two have seen this show. I have not. Do I need to watch the most in-demand animated TV show out there?
Justin, you mind if I take this one?
Take it, bro.
Yes. When I tell you, like, if we're talking about the new big, this is definitely the new big. Now, I will tell you what, this is not for your kids. It's wild that the top 2 animes are Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen because they follow very similar when it comes to killing characters and being super violent. And Jujutsu Kaisen definitely has some jiggle physics moments as well. So I wouldn't, and it's violent, bro, like violent. And we're back to that demons that we talked about in the last episode again.
I mean, this scene that Robert's showing us right now, I've seen more blood in this than I've seen watching like some of the anime I've watched. It's like insane.
I don't put some R-rated stuff up on the screen.
But it's I mean, it's comedy, it's violent, it's well written, it's fun to watch. It gives you Dragon Ball Z. I won't say Dragon Ball Z vibes. I'm gonna go more along the line of like Yu Yu Hakusho because of what's going on.
Naruto.
It definitely. You mean R-rated Naruto? It definitely gives you R-rated Naruto. Ain't no please
Naruto.
believe it. No, please believe it.
I just saw somebody get their head blown off on this video.
Bro, there's demons. That's why.
I'm gonna say I agree with you 100% though, dude. This show is, I think it's incredible. It's one of my favorites I've seen in a long time.
I'll add this one to my watch list, dude, and that's all I have for Sizzling the Tofu this week.
Hold on, let me throw out a question to y'all. And this just came to mind. So normally we have everything planned out, but are we going through another anime renaissance, fellas? Because we are getting some quality in these streets.
And I think the variety of the quality is good too, because you do have like the Jujutsu Kaisen that's really violent, the Kaiju number 8, which is also pretty violent, but then it has some comedy in there. You have stuff like Free Run, which has exploded. It's like a nice blend of slice of life. Like you have a good variety of stuff. Buddy Daddies, like that is a spy family, which is huge. So I think maybe we are, and it just seems like their quality is crazy.
And of course, I mean, you still got your bigs. I mean, you got your My Hero Academia. You still got Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
You still got One Piece. Like, BJ.
Yeah, bro. So the last anime renaissance, are we gonna say it was like when Bleach hit the scene with Naruto, like, and then that just kind of.
So that was what's that? Death Note, Naruto,
Bleach. Like, what was that? Like early 2000, late 2000 run, and then of course, you know, you had Attack on Titan a few years back that kind of blew up. For sure, dude. Based on what I've seen, like Solo Leveling's a big one I'm into. But Kaiju number 8, hearing a lot of good buzz about it. Some longer running shows like Jujutsu Kaisen, I think's planned to be forever. I mean, I'm gonna check out Jujutsu Kaisen just based off that video I watched. I actually took it off the screen because I don't want any more spoilers. I'm like, hold up. Yeah, dude, for sure. We're in the middle of a cool anime renaissance. And like Justin said, I echo the variety. I like that there's something out there for everyone that's actually quality.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fellas, guess what? Anime. For all you tofuers out there, we're gonna be here for it. So if it starts to fall off, we'll let you know. And if it's mid, we gonna call it mid. Don't think we won't. Because we will.
Hey, we will.
All right. Y'all currently watching anything? I feel like we ask this question every week, and most of us are dads, so we don't really get a whole lot of time to watch anything. But if you got something different, you got something different. It ain't necessarily gotta be anime either. Like if you're reading something, you're watching something, what y'all got?
Man, I got two. First thing I'm watching is the NBA playoffs. As of the recording of this show.
Shout out to the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavericks just sent the Wolves home. I was sad to see Anthony Edwards go, but he's young. He's going to be the face of the league. He's coming back, but looking forward to the finals. And then on the anime front, I've watched, because of Buddy Daddies and it being compared to Spy Family. Spy Family was a show I tried several years ago or a year ago whenever it came out and watched like 2 episodes. I've watched 10 episodes of that show in the last week now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So does that mean we need to go? We need to finish it? Do we need to watch it?
I don't know, dude. It really it depends on what you're looking for. I like that slice of life stuff, but the Assassin Mom, and then Twilight the Spy, and then there was something that happens that I don't want to spoil for you guys because the show leading up to you have to go all the way to like episode 8. But something happens up to episode 8 where it's still very slice of life, but they put this plot thread in that made me go, oh, okay, I want to see what happens with this. So it still has that slice of life, but there's enough intrigue that I'm like, all right, I'm here.
Okay.
I've been watching NBA as well. Go Mavs. Again, Anthony Edwards, I echo that as well. I would have been okay with that, but seeing the Mavs go, I'm excited for that. But as far as the anime front goes, I ended Freerun, and I've still been in this mood for that fantasy style anime, and so I've been watching Faraway Paladin, which is a kind of a cool anime. I can't tell. It's weird. I've watched like 5 episodes now, and I haven't 100% decided whether or not I like it, but it's kept me intrigued. So I'll check back in with you next week and let you know how I'm doing.
All right. So I would like to state that maybe not in a week or two, I'm going to finish Final Fantasy. That's on my list.
Go
Rebirth, because we're there at this point. Now I'm just doing some cleanup. But one of the animes that I was a fan of that from Netflix started back up a couple of weeks ago, Blood of Zeus.
Oh man.
Love some Greek mythology, bro.
Yeah.
And don't watch with your kids. It's great. But it ain't for your kids, bro.
It ain't
that's
for your theme today is no, this is for your kids.
This anime tofu episode ain't for your kids.
Blood of Zeus definitely ain't for your kids. If your kids ain't old enough to play God of War, then they don't need to be watching Blood of Zeus. So
that's fair.
That's it, bro. That's all I got. So let's bring it on home, gentlemen. We are talking about the next episode. The next episode, we are getting into something that I've never watched. I'm back on the Tofu Bites, tagline. So we're gonna watch The New Gate.
I'm excited for this one.
I have a lot of questions about The New Gate. It'd be great if it was a slice of life about an old man getting a new gate. But I know that ain't what it's about.
I'm a sucker for these animes where you get trapped in an online world or something like that going on, dude. So I'm looking forward to diving in and giving it the college try, dude.
Yeah,
hopefully it's as good as Kaiju number 8.
I don't know if we're gonna get that far, but hopefully we'll see you with a body pillow next week because you're weaving on the New Gate. That's what I hope for. Gentlemen, any final words? Mr. Longbeard. This is scary.
I found a quote from one of my favorite anime characters from a show I've watched in the last year, Commander Pixis from Attack on Titan.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind being eaten as long as it's by a scorchingly hot Lady Titan.
Shout out. Hey, man. Shout out Commander Pixie, dude.
The man.
Okay.
Don't start with me, man. Don't start with me anymore.
Okay. All right, Robert. There's so much that I want to say and so much to unpack, but I'm gonna let it go because we are kid friendly, so I'm trying to keep it that way. What you got, bro?
In closing words, parents, don't let your kids watch Kaiju number 8.
Accurate.
Okay.
Or Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
or just Titan. Or pretty much any anime we talked about today.
Yeah, because it's a cartoon doesn't mean it's safe for the kids.
It's true.
No, y'all can watch the kids can watch they can watch Ultraman. They can watch Pacific Rim and Godzilla. Y'all good there. But the rest of that, stay away. And I haven't watched God either, so I don't know what that's about. So I'm not even gonna put anything on it.
I'm 38 and I watched the show as a teenager and an adult, and I don't know what's going on in Neon Genesis, so your kids are probably safe there too.
Your kids definitely.
I take it
back. There's some questionable scenes in that show. I take it back. I recant.
I was gonna say, that's almost like having the birds and the bees talk with your kids, bro. Imagine your kids sitting there and be like, "Daddy, explain Evangelion to me." Hey, bro, we're not doing this.
I just remember,
we're not doing this, bro.
I was saying it, I remember some of the themes and specifically a couple scenes that show. I was like, hold on, what am I doing?
Nah, we'll take our kids to go watch Sandland. Let's do that.
You know what I should have had you did? I should have had you play that last episode, that last scene from Evangelion, bro. Just that says it all.
It's just how we close out. Congratulations.
That says it all. My final words are this. Tofu'ers. Godzilla never gave up. King Kong never gave up. But eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew will have you bigger than both of them. Enjoy life and step outside, yo.
There you go.
Ride that kaiju, baby.
Hey, yo, we appreciate y'all once again, man. We'll catch y'all next time around. Y'all be easy.